Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's video I'm going to talk about Jupiter transit in Cancer. That's happening on the 18th of October 2025 and its impact on Sagittarius rising. Anybody with a Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius ascendant, Sagittarius Lagna or Moon in Sagittarius. This video is applicable for all of them. So Sagittarius people, Jupiter, the lord of your ascendant, the planet of luck, the planet of wealth, the planet of, the guru of Devtas, the biggest benefic planet. Guys, this is getting exalted. So which means, guys, Jupiter spends 1 year in each and every zodiac sign. That means Jupiter gets exalted after every 12 years. So technically, we get to see exalted Jupiter 6 to 7 times in our entire lives. Okay, that's one. Now, the second thing is that Jupiter is in the Punarvasu nakshatra. This is the nakshatra which is ruled by Jupiter itself. And the third thing is that, Jupiter this time is in an Atichari Jupiter. That means whatever results it has to deliver, those results would be delivered very, very fast. And of course, Jupiter has no malefic influence. So what I'm just trying to say is that Jupiter is in a very powerful position. So guys, before I talk to you about the details of this transit, let me just walk you through on what kind of areas are controlled by Jupiter in your chart. So Jupiter rules your ascendant, guys, which is your physical existence in the world. And Jupiter lords the 4th house, which is the house for your home, like your real estate, your land, your vehicles, your mother, your inner contentment. Okay, Jupiter would be transiting in the 8th house, which is the house for transformation, which is the house for research, which is the house for inheritance. Okay, and Jupiter from the 8th would be giving the 5th aspect on the 12th house, which is the house for foreign land, which is the house for expenses. Okay, on the 2nd house, which is the house for your speech, and on the 4th house, which is again Jupiter's own house, which is the real estate in your home. Now let's talk about what is this transit bringing in for you guys. So Sagittarius people, number one, Jupiter is getting it's transiting in the 8th house. So guys, the first thing is 8th house is the house of research. Okay, it's the house for exploration. That means anybody who, if you are into the profession of research, any kind of research, it could be marketing research, financial research, IT research, PhD, anything you are into a profession of research. This is going to be an extremely, extremely favorable transit for you, because here Jupiter absolutely supports any kind of research. Now, the second thing is, guys, this is the house for inheritance. And because Jupiter lords the 4th house, so there could be, this is the time when you may see inheritance happening, inheritance of land, inheritance of property, inheritance of real estate. Now, the third thing is, guys, this is the house for transformation. That means after 18th of October, guys, you would see a process of transformation that would happen in your life, and that would make you a better, version of yourself. This is also the house for, guys, in case you are struggling with any kind of addiction. Okay, which means, smoking, drinking, drugs, any kind of addiction. Now, this is the time when, you would transform yourself completely, and you would be you would be able to get out of that addiction. Guys, this is also the house for your in-laws. Okay, so there could be gains coming from the in-laws, and this is basically the house of sudden events, sudden changes, sudden gains. So, and that's mostly about and this is also about, in case this is also the house for occult. So during this time, Sagittarius people, you would develop a lot of interest around occult, around mysticism, around, astrology, numerology. So you would be inclined towards these occult sciences. So now Jupiter from the 8th, as I said, gives an aspect on your 12th house, which is the house for foreign land. Okay, which is the house for expenses. So guys, this is the time, people who are trying to migrate abroad, people who are trying to go abroad, this particular movement of Jupiter, this particular aspect of Jupiter completely supports that. Okay, as I said, this is the house for expenses, and this is the 5th aspect of Jupiter. So that means, guys, this is the time when your children may go abroad, and there would be expenditure on that. This is the time, you may go abroad, and there would be expenditure on that. Now, this is the time, you may go abroad just for spiritualism, just for meditation, just for yoga, just for self-discovery. So there would be expenses on that. So, I mean, there could be expenses on charitable causes also, because, there is a possibility that you may donate, during this time. Now, the next aspect of Jupiter is on the house of your speech, guys, and this is a debilitated aspect. And I said this is 8th house is the house for your in-laws. So, guys, you go, and that's also the house for your close family. So, guys, one thing is there. This is the time to, I would say honestly, Sagittarius people, this is the time, is mind your own business kind of a time in terms of your speech. So you got to be a little bit careful around the speech, guys, because understand the logic. Jupiter is giving a debilitated aspect on the house of your speech. So, I mean, you got to be a little bit careful around your speech, guys. Okay, now let's talk about the 9th aspect of Jupiter, which is the most beautiful aspect. 1, it is the 9th aspect of Jupiter. 2, it is on its own house. Of course, guys, with this particular transit of Jupiter, there would be expenses that would happen. However, you got to understand, you're spending money on sending your children to abroad. You're spending money for your own, like traveling abroad. And you would be spending money in buying a new home, in renovating your home, in, buying land, okay, in buying a vehicle. So there is a possibility around that. Okay, so your money which is getting spent is getting spent in the right direction. You're building assets for yourself. I mean, you can there could be expenditure on buying a new vehicle. That is also seen. Now, this is because of your in the house for your inner contentment. So, guys, this is the time when you would see some beautiful experiences. I mean, you would be very, very satisfied from the inside at your home. Okay, that is also seen. Now, because it is Jupiter, so there would be a lot of religious things that would happen with this particular transit in your home. Okay, so that's what I mostly wanted to talk about this transit, Sagittarius people. So, I mean, if you've liked this video, I request you to press the subscription, to press the bell notification, and to also add a comment. And anyone who has any questions related to this particular transit of Jupiter, you can write in the comment, guys, and I will, I will respond, and I will make sure that I add some value to it. So that's it for today, Sagittarius people. Thanks a lot for your time, and you have a